So Halloween H2O negates the past 4 sequels and continues with the story of Laurie Strode and Michael Myers taking place 20 years after the events of the first 2 movies.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
So, we're on H2O, and this is kind of the first movie in the Halloween franchise that really messed the timeline up. You could say it's Season of the Witch, but this is really the first movie in the main Michael Myers storyline that messed the timeline up, getting rid of the past 4 films, Season of the Witch, 4, 5, and 6. My first positive for this movie, Laurie Strode. Now, she is very different than the Laurie Strode in Halloween 2018. She's different now. She's not that little Laurie Strode that got mad that she forgot her chemistry book. She's different now. She's an alcoholic. Yes, there are some similarities between her and this in 2018, but in 2018, she seemed more like she wanted to fight the evil. In this one, she seems more scared and she's like hiding. She even changed her name so Michael wouldn't come after her again. And that is a really interesting storyline. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like she's this weak thing in H2O and she's this badass in 2018, which really in H2O she's also pretty strong. Like that third act, that entire last act with her and Michael Myers, where she's trying to fight the evil and she's trying to like redeem herself and get over the stress, is completely satisfying. Especially when you see her chop his head off all the way at the end. It is so satisfying. Especially you see her breathing at the end, and it feels like she's gotten rid of the evil of Michael Myers, and she's gotten over all the trauma and stress. It's really satisfying. Now, Michael Myers, I personally don't mind in this movie. A lot of people say that Chris Duran is the worst Michael Myers, and he was awful. Now, I absolutely hate the mask and hate how they showed his eyes in this movie. But as Michael Myers, he does his job. I don't think he's particularly bad. I don't think he's the worst Michael Myers. I would say the Michael Myers in Resurrection is worse than him. Also, the score in this movie I don't mind. Now, it's kind of like an orchestra. It's not the same Halloween score at all. There's like no piano. It's like an orchestra. And it works in some places, but it feels very out of place during others. It's very late 90s, almost like Scream. You could tell it kind of copied from Scream very much, which we will get into in my negatives. Some of the kills in this movie are pretty gruesome, especially when Michael Myers just stabs like the psychologist in the hip or the side of his stomach and just lifts him up, and he's like kind of having like a convulsion in the air. Really well directed scene and good kill. One of the best in the franchise in my opinion. And not only that, like the kills at the beginning before he kills Marion Chambers with like the roller skate in the face. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, LL Cool J plays a pretty likable character in this. There's like this slight gag where he's like trying to write like an erotic novel, and he keeps like talking on the phone to like his mom or something about it, and it's funny as hell. He is kind of the comic relief in this movie. Now, another positive. There are some suspenseful scenes here and there, or even that scene with the CGI mask when he's like trying to, the kid from Jumanji, he's trying to put his hand down the sink composer, and he's trying to get that tool out, and he's trying to get it out, and it's like, oh my god, is Michael gonna turn the thing on? It's creepy. Very suspenseful. And for my last positive, the Laurie's kid, he's not bad, he's fine. I personally don't mind him. He's about the same as the granddaughter in the new movie for me. He's around, the same. Okay, now the cons. The atmosphere is not good at all in this movie. There's barely any atmosphere, except at the beginning. At the beginning, in Haddonfield, there is so much added atmosphere. It looks like Halloween. It looks just like Halloween at the beginning of the movie, where it takes place in Haddonfield, like the first 10-15 minutes, where, that whole sequence where Marion Chambers gets killed, like, it looks just like Halloween there. Like, you see the ground's wet, the sky is gray, and it's kind of going into night, and there's like leaves on the ground, exactly like Halloween. But then all of a sudden they switch the setting all the way to California, and yes, it does make sense that Laurie would move to there so she could get away from all the trauma from here, but at least have her move to a place where it's still autumn and there's still like Halloween atmosphere if you're gonna make a Halloween movie, because in California around this time it would be 80 degrees at Halloween time, so really it does not feel like a Halloween movie at all. And also, why does this movie try and copy Scream so much? The music is the exact same theme as Scream. Not the Halloween theme, but like the chase theme, the exact same theme as Scream. Go! This movie even had the same music writer. Even on the poster they put, "This summer no one's safe." It's Halloween, not summer. Why did they say, because this movie came out during the summertime. Halloween 2018 was actually the first movie to be Halloween movie to be released in October since Halloween 5. So 6, H20, Resurrection, Rob Zombie Halloween 1, Rob Zombie Halloween 2 were all released in like July to August, or even September. But Halloween H20, they put on the poster, "This summer nobody is safe." It's a Halloween movie. This Halloween no one's safe. And the mask in this movie, I would say it's the worst mask in the franchise. Worse than 5. Like I'm talking about the main mask in this movie. We ain't even got to the CGI or K&B mask yet. But the main mask is awful. It's like there's something wrong with the hair. It's like all puffed out. And why do we see Michael's eyes? It's the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. We see his eyes in broad daylight and he's looking like... That's how he looks, guys. He's like looking at Laurie right like that. Like when he's face to face with her. That's how he looks. You're like... I swear, guys, watch the movie. That's how he looks. And the CGI mask? Really? Why? Why do we have a CGI mask in this movie? And it's not even like it looks like a real mask. It looks like a CGI mask. And the fact that there even was a CGI mask... Okay, guys, those are my thoughts on Halloween H20. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I personally really enjoyed this movie. It has a lot of issues, though. It's very... late 90s, early 2000s horror. Yeah, those are my thoughts. Be sure to comment your thoughts below, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys soon.